Alright, today I'm going to tackle this piece, this nodule of chert. I ended up deleting a video yesterday because I thought I had backed it up. It was almost 2 hours long, but it cut out because I had too much memory used up in my phone, so it stopped itself at about 2 hours. Anyway, I was working on this, and I was trying to do the collateral flaking thing. This and that are the same material, the same type of material, right? The Georgia Flint River. Anyway, I thought I had backed up that video, deleted it, so now I gotta think of something else new and exciting to make as far as a video. I can't think of anything, so I just grabbed the largest piece of this chert that I have, and I'm going to try to reduce it down. See what happens. If it breaks in half, that's just how it goes. You can't control it sometimes, you know. And if it's disappointing, yeah, I share the disappointment as well. But if you just want to kick back and relax, just want to see some napping and hear some stone being clinked around, this is for you. Okay? All right. Now, I'm not going to heat treat this the same way as the other heat treat I'm building up. So I'm sticking it in a different box. Yeah, maybe steel isn't the best thing to hit this with. But I'm going to keep hitting on it because this is for entertainment. Right? This is an entertainment video. No, it's not for entertainment. Well, why are you watching it for entertainment then? That's what I thought. Crickets. Crickets. I don't hear nobody saying nothing. Nobody's disagreeing. Yeah, no one's disagreeing. This is sweet. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I used to nab little pieces of this. I think I've mentioned that already. Yeah, this is an excellent cutting edge. This has an excellent cutting edge. How do I know? Let's just see. Let's see. I don't want to cut myself. I've done that before. I've tried demonstrations where I cut myself and I had to delete the video. Yeah. It's so easy. That's right. I don't know if I caught that on film. Let's catch this on film, shall we? Yeah, that would be a good idea. Hardly any pressure at all. It just opens it right up. I wasn't applying much pressure at all. Sweet. And I would use that edge for woodworking. If it's green wood. On tough, dry wood, that would chip really easy. But on green wood, that just slides right through. Oh, yes. How do I know? I don't know. And I would leave the cortex on here. Yeah, like that. And I would take this off. Take that part off. All right, because I don't like it sticking out. And that would be my chopper, my wood chopper. Of course, it'd be probably better if I did it this way, because this is against the wood here. I'm right-handed, so that would be better this way. But I can also use it this way, kind of like that, whatever. All right. It's just fun to experiment with those. I don't do it on film because then it's not fun anymore. Yeah, that's my excuse. Maybe someday I gotta set up a camp where no one will disturb me. Then I can do woodworking all day with stones. Yeah, I just need a little more time. That's the eventual goal. It's a nice flake, but it's, you know, it's curved and stuff. So I'll probably have to break that in half in order to use it. All right, so I'm trying to get big flakes off, but as you can see, you get mixed results. But I'm trying to maximize it for your entertainment and educational requirements. I know, I can take a piece off. I could take that flake. Just wait. I like to do the ends first. Okay? Okay. I like to show you each flake because it makes me happy. Yeah. The wind is blowing like crazy, so you'll hear stuff in the background. I'll try not to talk over the stuff in the background. Yeah, I'll try not to talk over it. Okay. I used to have a big noisy back gate. So during the windy season here, that back gate would be swinging. I used to have like panels on the gate so you can't see through the gate, like steel panels. No more. Yeah, it's just a regular gate now. All right, so I had to secure the door because it makes noises unless I use the deadbolt thing, whatever it's called. It's not a deadbolt. It's a latch, right? To secure it from the inside so no one can come in. Yeah. While I'm in here. All right. Let's see if I can take that flake off. I probably should wear 2 gloves. Whenever I try something sneaky, I need 2 gloves on. Because for some reason, it ends up saying, I'm going to get you for being sneaky. Yeah. Nah. That didn't do anything. It didn't do it. I'm going to have to wait till I get a better opportunity because yeah, I used up my opportunity. That's supposed to go further, but it didn't. Yeah. All right, what else can I do? Start zigzagging it. Yep. Start with the old zigzag. When am I going to do a no talk video? You guys that are waiting for the no talk videos, I will do one soon. Yeah. Maybe later tonight, I don't know. You never know. Steel doesn't do too bad a job on the edge, although sometimes it does mess up the edge. Now what do I heat this at? If I remember correctly, some of this breaks up if I go above 450. So I just go to 400 with this stuff. Maybe 450, depends on how good it naps. Some of this stuff will nap just fine raw. For my taste. For other people's taste, they go, I always nap that stuff raw. What you talking about? Well, I like napping heat treat. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes though, I will nap it raw. That was so tempting. Look at that. Aluminum did worse than the steel as far as crushing. Riddle me that one, Batman. Has to do with technique, right? That has to do with technique over material. That crushing. So crushing is not always material. Where'd it go? want to see the flake that I just removed. There we go. Ah, yes, here it is. Sweetness. Although I probably will never get to use it because I sell those. Yeah, I sold all my butterscotch flakes. I didn't even realize it. I thought I had more stashed away, but I didn't. I said, I'm going to sell all these flakes from this one box. I should have some more there somewhere. Turns out I don't have some more there somewhere. And I got all sad. Really? No, not really. Not really, because I don't have time. I wish I had time to make bunches and bunches of little bitty arrowheads. But they take just as long as these big ones usually. Yep. So I might as well just make big ones. Or make maximizing videos. Yeah. Make maximizing videos. Now, is this maximized? Would it have been better if it was all complete? Let's see. There's a little bit of curve in it. So it wouldn't have been all that great. Yeah. It's got a curve. Yeah, every time I put it together, when I'm not looking in the viewfinder, and then I look in the viewfinder, see if it's centered in the frame, and then forget it. It looks nice. It's beautiful. 2 beautiful flakes. Okay, that's all you need to know. There. All right. It's got a crack. Is that sunlight? No, that's there's sunlight on the viewfinder. It's not on this thing. All right. It's daylight, so I'll be able to upload this early. For you guys that can't stay up late on the East Coast. Yep. Yeah, lately I've been having to do other things during the day, so I gotta wait until very late at night to process these videos and then upload them. Sometimes they're in 2 parts or whatever, and I gotta join them together, render them together, whatever it's called, and then upload. With the new Wi-Fi, they upload faster than they render, which is a new thing for me. It's good though. Yeah. Yeah, these wonky flakes. I don't like those wonky flakes too much, but oh well. How could I do this job better? How could I maximize every flake with a smaller piece? Why don't I nap this a different way, like on a pad on my leg? I don't want to have a pad. I don't like pads. Not because they're ugly or because they're nasty or because they're not effective. I just don't like using them. It's too much extra stuff. Too big of a piece of equipment too. Big old set of pads takes up a lot of space. Yeah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Can I make 1 point out of this? Yeah. Probably because it's got a crack in it right there. So I can't do much with it. Let's find out. I say I can't do much with it, but I can make 1 point instead of 2, let's say. That's why I say that. Can't do much with it because there's basically only 1 point in there because of the crack. But it's in this side here, so it's okay. It's in the long... The usable stuff is on the long side of this flake, which is fortunate. Sometimes the usable stuff is on the short side of the flake. I just want to see how effective that was. That crack isn't bad. Yeah, that was effective. See, I had to hit that pretty hard, and when you hit it hard, it causes radial cracks, not the kind that you like. It doesn't scoop out a nice flake only. Sometimes it creates a radial crack. I did it again. Radial crack. Why do I want to say something like frack? Oh, radial fracture. Radial fracture, yeah. You're not supposed to get those radial fractures. How do you prevent those? By not hitting so hard. Yeah. And by using a flat. I'm not using the flat, not really. I'm using the this, not the this. I'm hitting like this, which gouges out a flake. And when you're gouging, it's a little more risky. That's a beautiful flake. You might be asking, why do you just throw them in the pile like that? Don't they break? You'll never know. Yeah, dude, but it sounded like it broke when you threw it in there. When you threw it, didn't it break and shatter? It's getting on my nerves worse than the dogs. How do I know these things? How do I know you're thinking about that? I don't know. I've been to a few knappings where I watch people's faces and their eyebrows raise up and they go, what in the world are you doing? You gotta have some enjoyment in life, right? So I just throw flakes around and their eyebrows go, what are you doing? They're thinking to themselves, I can just see it. And what I'm thinking to myself is, if that flake's gonna break with that impact, it's gonna break if I hit it with a hammerstone. Right? If it's that delicate, I don't want to use it. It's gonna break that easy. Yeah. So I don't care. I'll throw it in the pile. If it's a good flake, it's no problem. Yeah. No worries. If it's a bad flake, it'll break and it saves me the trouble. Yeah. Am I trying to maximize the stone or am I trying to maximize the cringe? You'll never know. Now that's an old rock in there, right? Is it older than this stone? That stone? Is it older than this one? Interesting question, right? Logically, yes. It has to be. This little stone inside this stone is older than this stone. Has to be. How much older? Just by looking at it, it's 1.76 billion years old. Yeah, just by looking at it, I could tell. Really? No. That's an old freaking stone. All right, let's see if we can get out of there intact. There it goes. So who wants it? Who wants the stone that was inside the stone? It's on video. You saw it. It was in there. What did I say? 1.76 billion year old stone. You never know. All right, so that's an issue. That's a problem. Unless you want to hang it up as a wind chime, you know. Will it work as a wind chime? No. It doesn't have a tonal quality yet. It's not thin enough to have a tonal quality. Yeah. That's fancy talk for it's going to sound stupid. Yeah. It's going to sound stupid if you hang it up by that right now for a wind chime. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. because now, I mean, I got a lot to work with, but that narrows it down quite a bit. It might even be a source of weakness in there. It looks like it doesn't look like it goes in this way. It looks like it goes that way. So we're in luck. Yeah. Yes, there is luck involved, as you know. That cortex is nice and solid, so I can hit right on it and get these lumps. I can get the lumps off just by hitting the cortex. Oops. That went in the wrong pile, but oh well. I'll figure it out later. That's the only yellow piece of stone in the whole batch anyway. Yeah. This is exciting stuff. Although it is a big piece, I don't like dealing with them. The exciting part is seeing the stone. I like this color stone. Alright. Now, can I do a big old smackarola? It's possible. That's a big hit. That's a big, hard, really big hit here. Let's see. So, what did it do? Okay, it went the other direction. Instead of going in this, see, it tried to go in two directions. Senior moment, excuse me. Alright. See, it was supposed to go in that direction. I hit it that, but it looks like I hit it too much on this side. Boom, right there. It was supposed to, I should have isolated it more. Anyway, it took off this part. So I lost some inches there. Let's see. Now this is for entertainment. Remember, don't get all mad because this is entertainment video. This is not instructional. It went from 8 3/4 to 7 3/4. Yeah. Do I care personally? No, I don't. I still use these. I like these this size. I like throwing them on top of the other flakes too. Yep. I throw it on top of the box with all those thin flakes in there because I like to do that. Yeah. I wonder how many people have changed the channel already. Yeah, he broke off an inch. I'm not going to watch it no more. He doesn't even care. It's not a flint napper. It's a flint joker. Yeah. It's a joke. Yeah, it's not supposed to be dead serious. It's not supposed to be. Even if your life depends on it. If you don't feel good about what you're doing, you're not going to do it. Even if your life depends on it. It's a weird thing. Alright. Yeah, I got to figure out a better strategy. That's not going to take the turtle back off for sure. Alright, let's see. The hits are too weak. Come on. There it is. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, glad I have my glove on for that because I could feel that one. Should I have gone to the smaller billet sooner? Did the use of the hammer break it down to where it's not as long as it should have been? Yes, very possible. It's very possible I should have gone to this billet sooner. Yeah. But how am I supposed to get good with the hammer if I don't use it? Use it on something that matters. Yeah. Can't get good at it unless I use it on something that matters. Okay. If I just use it for breaking up nodules that don't matter, it doesn't stick. That's one thing about the subconscious. It needs an incentive to remember stuff. Otherwise, it's just like blah or meh. Subconscious got too much to keep track of it to remember the insignificant stuff. There's got to be something attached to it, something that makes you remember it. All right. Does that mean you should go out and get your best piece of stone and start wailing on it, even if you're new? Because that's the only way your subconscious will learn, is if you do the thing that matters a lot. Well, in a perfect world, yes. Go get the biggest stone. That way, whatever you learn, whatever you're learning will stick better. But I don't recommend it because there's not much of this good stone for a good price, and you may not be able to use your newfound knowledge because the hobby's gonna get too expensive. Yeah. So take it slow. I recommend taking it a little bit slowly. Well, what do I know? I don't know. Seriously, you don't have to take my advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I mean, let's see. Do I have an entertainment channel or do I have a how-to channel? Because I might be going against my own channel. My own channel purpose. I think I do have a how-to channel. So when I say I'm doing this for entertainment, I'm going against my own channel policy. Yeah. Dang it. I hate it when that happens. Okay. Here we go around the mulberry bush. Yes, yes. Which means I'm going to be going around the whole thing, looking for opportunistic areas to hit to get rid of bad stuff on the edges. Better to lose 1 inch off the end than break everything in half. That's what I always say. Who knows? If I could have had the extra inch, I might have broken it in half trying to get it thin down in the middle. It does happen. Just be aware. I know you already know that. But some of the guys that didn't think of that right away are just sitting there with crickets in the background. Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking how lame, you know, they're sitting there. I was thinking how lame the video is because he broke it. But now I know that it might have broken it in half. It would have been worse. So I'll let the crickets do the talking. I took a little bit off the tip too, just now. It's not going to be no 8-something inches, right, anymore, or whatever it was. It's now like 7.5. There's a hard area right there, or a difficult, maybe it's not hard stone, but it's difficult to nap through. It's not a good sign. Yeah. Dang it. I'm hitting it hard, but some of those flakes are not traveling. I can see an issue already. Right there. Dang it. There's too much cortex right there. Let's see. What am I going to do? I got to sneak up on that eventually. Hold on. I can't do a direct attack right now because I don't have a good striking area. So I'm going to sneak around. I'm going to sneak around and do a flank attack. Alright, so I'm going to thin some of that down first. Lost some of the length again there. Just be aware some of these strategies are going to remove length. Maximizing the length is one of the hardest things, other than thinning it. Doing both at the same time compounds the problems. But that's what everyone wants to see. They want to see both maximizing the length and minimizing the thickness. Yep. Two things. Alright, let's get everything out of the way. This is critical right now. This is the point where everything could go wrong within a few seconds. Alright. I feel better once everything's cleaned up, so hold on. I see everything with fresh eyes, so to speak, once I get everything cleaned up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you want some of these leather protectors, flake shields or whatever, gaiters, you can contact Sean Dalgetty. Sean Dalgetty, right? I'll give you the info in the description or something. He makes pads too, by the way. So you can bug him. Bug him for the pads. Yeah. For now. I'll probably make some pads and stuff, but for now, you can go bug Sean if you want a pad really bad. Hey Sean, I want a pad really bad. Alright, so let's get rid of these. Not all of those. Don't worry, I do one last screening of all my trash. I do take handfuls of this cruddy stuff and throw it away, but I go through one last screening of the trash to see if I put a large flake in there by mistake. All right, flake by mistake. Yes, I do check. Okay, so don't have to worry. You don't have to worry so much. Yeah. Don't worry so much. So, here we go. We are going to take off that big mass. And kick its butt. Yeah. Did it do it? No, it didn't. Just a little bitty flake. It didn't. All right. Did it do it that time? Almost. These flakes are getting a little bit bigger. Let's see. Let's see if that did it. It took three licks to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop. Yep. Three licks. Yeah. It's always something. It's not a big deal. Those are pretty easy as long as they don't dive. See, as long as they don't dive, I can hit those and take care of them. Yeah. See? Shouldn't worry so much. All you guys are saying, we're not worried. We're not worried, dude. That's not why we watch it. You think we're biting our nails, but we're not. We got you on 2 screens, or we got you on 4 different screens. You know, I mean, you're probably over there watching 4 different screens. You got me on one of them. You're not even worried about it. So I'm not the full focus of what you're looking at. You got 4 screens open. Yeah, you guys are nuts. Watching 4 things simultaneously. So it's time to regularize. You guessed it. I got to do some more thinning on the other side, but this side has been flattened. I keep forgetting to go buy more braiding stone. That's not our braiding stones, but grinding wheels so I can break them up into abraders. Keep forgetting to do that. It's probably because I say I'll just do that in a minute. I mean, Harbor Freight for me is just down the road. They put in a new one a couple years ago, and it's just right down the road. I can even walk to it. It's so close. So it's not a big deal. I just haven't done it. How many licks is it going to take to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop? Getting pretty close already. Yeah. With just one lick. Two licks. Could do a third one right there. Yeah, I'm not preparing the edge because I'm getting lazy. Let's see. Seven and a quarter. Now, I might not finish this on video. Now, some of you guys say, no, please finish it on video. But just by the feel of this could snap in half if I'm not careful. I mean, I can joke around in the first phase of this, but once I got to the center of the Tootsie Pop, I'm almost there to the center of the whole Tootsie Pop. Once I get there, I can't be messing around with it. And no matter how serious I get on video, it's still distracting. Even if I make this the no talk video later, still distracting. So either you guys want a 7-inch blade in the auction or a 5-inch blade. I can pretty much guarantee a 5-inch blade in the auction if I continue it. But if you want a 7-inch blade, I probably got to do this off camera. Yeah. I can do this, some of this on video. All right, let's see. What do I do with that? There it is. I learned that, you know, the shorter ones I can do on the video. But these longer ones, I mean, you tell me, is it worth the risk? Would I be a serious, responsible napper if I took these unnecessary risks? You tell me. Ouch. Some of you might be saying, well, okay, I'm sorry that I was hoping that you would be a serious, responsible napper. Yeah, just do it on video, because I didn't mean it. Don't be all smart. Yeah, don't do the smart thing, okay? I didn't mean it. Too late now. I already decided. Yeah. I'm just messing with you. I already decided I'm not going to finish this on video. I'm just messing with you. Maybe you're thinking I'm going to change my mind. I'll get it to where I think I'm safe. Once I cross that line, I can tell once I start sweating really bad. I mean, I don't sweat that bad when I do this, but once I start feeling the anxiety start welling up, I'm going to say, no, that's it. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. There it is. There's the quarry blank. Yeah. To do more than this on video, I'd be risking it. I think this was the largest piece I have right now. 7 1/8. Yeah, if I want to keep it 7 inches, I better not risk it. That's going to be an issue there. And it's right in the middle, right? So it's on the edge. So I had to be very careful about the procedure in which I use. I can't forget that area is going to require some intense strikes that could break the whole thing, and I got to make sure everything is going well. I'm going to have to remove some of this side anyway because of that hole, so I might just go, well, let's see. No. I was hoping that hole and this was on the same side, but it's not. It's on two opposite sides. So that's got to go, this cortex here, so I got to trim that back a little bit. So that means this edge goes. Got to get rid of that hole. Everything else looks good. And then I have to try that. It might not be that bad, actually. I'll nap this raw too. I could put it in the heat treat like this, but I'm not going to. Some of this butterscotch, like I said, is a little bit risky in the heat treat. Okay. Some of it breaks up for some reason. It may be because it contains a lot of water. I don't know. I don't know what causes it, so I'm not going to risk it. I'll risk it on the smaller pieces once I get the other heat treat done. I got a heat treat that's going to go in before this butterscotch. Alright, so here it is. Let's see. Yeah. What's the width? Where'd you go? 3. Some of you guys that want points that end up with 7x3 dimension. Good luck with that. That's what the trade blank starts at. Then you get something that's smaller. Even with that big nodule. See how big that nodule was? And this is 7x3. Some guys want a final product of 7x3. That means the nodule has to be even bigger than the one I had, right? Forget that. All right. I just say that just to annoy you guys. Yeah. No, because I've tried, you know, it doesn't seem like a big deal. Just get a big, huge stone, but it is a big deal because you cannot get big stones. All right? That's all. Okay, so. Alrighty.